Welcome back to this fabulous channel. Welcome to the city of Golden, Colorado. If you are new to the channel or stopping in for your first time, my name is Ryan. I will be your host for all of these epic adventures, but today we are here at Clear Creek Canyon Park. Now this is a little creek that is right by US Highway 6 that comes from Golden, Colorado on your way out to Blackhawk. This will kind of take you down to Colorado Highway 119, which will go up into Blackhawk, and Highway 6 will go from Golden down to Interstate 70 if you want to catch that west further down the mountains. So I'm going to take you on a little quick walking tour down this Clear Canyon Creek Park. It is pretty cool. They do have a lot of things that you can do here. Fishing is allowed. Pretty fast flowing creek here, so I'd recommend fly fishing if you're into that. They also have this very nice paved bike path / walking path, running path, whatever you want to use it for. I've seen tons of people on bikes, skateboards, people just walking, enjoying the beautiful day here in colorful Colorado. Today it's about 87 degrees, pretty overcast skies, so nothing to complain about. We should be able to get a decent walk in here. I'll get closer to the creek so you guys can actually see how clear it is and the reason why this is called Clear Creek Canyon Park. So we will go down the bike path here a little bit. There's little inlets with little rocks and stuff where you can sit on if you're fishing. So over to the right you can see those little inlets there. You can sit on that and enjoy a decent sit while you bring your ice cold cooler full of beer and you're fly fishing in Clear Creek. So as you can see, there's a bunch of little stop areas and everything here. There is a restroom which is straight ahead. They also do have a little picnic area, so if you're interested in bringing your lunch and stopping on your way out to Blackhawk, or if you're going to Idaho Springs or leaving Golden, you can pull off here. There is a pretty decently sized parking lot, probably around room for about 20 cars, I would say. So pretty decently spaced parking area, so you can get out, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do. But we're gonna go right. I'll take you down. I'll show you a little bit of the creek and let you guys see a little bit here of why this is so clear and so crisp. Right now I do have my polarized lenses, so I'll be able to see it a little bit better. I don't have any ND filters for the camera to be able to put like Ray-Bans on the camera, but it would be cool and an idea for the future. So I think when I come out this way again, I'll definitely have to invest in some ND filters so you guys can be able to see all the way to the bottom of Clear Creek. But it is pretty sweet. It is clear nonetheless, which I will show you here in just a second. So once we get to the end, I'll kind of pan the camera around, let you see some of the sights of this beautiful river. But the sounds are absolutely incredible here. I love the sound of rushing water, but as you can see all of the rock formations down at the bottom of the creek, and that's why they call it Clear Creek. Some of the clearest water that I've seen has come out of the mountain passes here as you're going on some of these highways. Fresh mountain springs, you can find them all over in Colorado, in this part anyway. But cool to check out, cool to see nevertheless. This little park is kind of surrounded by mountainous scenery. They kind of warn you don't get off the path or anything like that. They try to preserve nature as much as they can and the original habitats for all the creatures and stuff that are here enjoying this part of Colorado as well. So they have signs posted and stuff, which will show you a little bit further, you know, not to wander off path. There's no camping here, so you can't do any camping. It's basically just a day use park only. It would be kind of cool to try and stealth camp in some of these forestry areas up here. Like I said, the picnic tables are over to my left if you want to enjoy a nice bite to eat or bring your lunch out here. They do have accommodations for that. Pretty few options for accommodations for picnic tables. I think they have like 5 or 6 of these little kiosks or shelters set up here for you to grab a bite to eat to enjoy the lunch. We kind of work our way down here a little bit further, and there's a bridge that actually goes across, and there's a bike path and trail on the other side of the river, which we'll kind of show you here in just a little bit, so you guys can certainly check that out as well. But we'll make our way up to this big bridge. I think this is the Vasquez Bridge or something like that. I'll have to check it out once we can see the sign coming up here a little bit further. So if you keep going right here, this will kind of take you to a dead end. So if you go that way, there's a little spot to fish right underneath the bridge if you want to go over that way. That's why you see this dirt path is pretty much etched in just like a walking path, because this is the only way to get to the bridge to kind of bypass the river and check out the other side. So over on my left, that is US Highway 6. When you can see and kind of hear all the traffic coming along it, it is a pretty busy stretch of road coming out of Golden, Colorado, right by the Coors Brewery. So if you want to check out the Coors Brewery, it is off of US Highway 6 as well as you come out of Golden, Colorado. But we're going to make our way over to the bridge, kind of enjoy this little walking tour today out here in the nature in colorful Colorado, enjoying our beautiful day that we have, and be headed over to Blackhawk to do some filming of Blackhawk. I had plans to kind of make my way into Idaho Springs and to Frisco, Vail, and Breckenridge, but we'll see if all of that gets done. I know it's kind of a lot to bite off to do for a one-day adventure, but I always try and pack my days pretty full. Not everything always gets accomplished, but it is cool nevertheless. I'll take you for a little look over the bridge here, and we'll kind of check that out and be able to give you guys a sight that most normal people wouldn't be able to see unless you're in a mountainous state like this beautiful one of Colorado. But as you can see, I don't really have ND filters, but if you did, you could see all the colorful rocks that are on the bottom of this clear creek, which is awesome to see. And we'll kind of make our way over to the other side. I would show you off to the other side, but it's pretty much the same as you saw before. Plus we're going to be walking up that way anyway here in just a second. So you'll see these signs up here, which will kind of give you an idea of where you're located, how much of the path is left, and where the path will kind of take you. You do have these little signs posted up here, which you can see on my left. Basically, it tells you that this is no camping. You can't go off the trails, and it warns you to stay off the trails. And basically, they're trying to tell you, even though Colorado is a legal state for recreational and medical marijuana, that it is not permissible for use in this park. So that's what that sign is basically telling you: no camping. Basically stay on the bike path, stay on the trail that's already here, and no public consumption of any marijuana or anything like that in this park, or pretty much any park in particular in Colorado. It always seems to be inevitable. You always see somebody doing it, but anyway, we'll continue to make our way down here and enjoy our beautiful walk on this awesome day in colorful Colorado. The overcast sky is breaking up on us here. The sun is beating down on us, which it's starting to increase the temperature just a little bit. Sorry if I'm a little winded, out of breath a little bit. This elevation stuff kind of gets to me here in the mountains, so not quite used to the elevation in these mountains. Sometimes these little mountain towns can be 8,000, 7,000 feet up in elevation, where Denver International is only like 5,000 some odd feet, so it's not very high in Denver City. But when you come out into these mountain towns, it gets a little bit higher up, a little bit more difficult to breathe, and exercise and things like that become a little bit more daunting of a task. So if you see these people riding by on bicycles just hauling, they probably live out here and are used to this elevation. Me, not so much, still trying to get used to most of it, but it is one of those things that it does come into play, which you kind of have to limit and plan your activities around, knowing what your capabilities are and what your limits are, so to speak, and knowing what's comfortable and happy for you. But as you can see, perfect fly fishing river right here because of how quickly and fast-paced that water is going. But just wanted to take this time today to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without your guys' help, this channel wouldn't be able to see all the successes that it has seen, so thank you so much for your contributions to the channel. It greatly helps out quite a bit. Thank you to all of you for taking your time to watch these videos today. I hope you guys enjoyed Clear Creek Canyon here right outside of Golden, Colorado. Be sure to share these videos with your friends and family. Like this video if you like today's content. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so, but you know who I am. My name is Ryan. I will always be your fabulous host. on this channel outside of the fabulous city of Sin. But I hope you guys enjoyed this production until the next adventure.